Hello folks, welcome to the 51st video of the Regal Wellness Series. Today's topic is holiday safety. Now before we get to our tips for holiday safety, just a little reminder, if you want more information on Regal and Lakeside program information, you can go to healthywayevents.com. Again, that's healthywayevents.com. We have some terrific health educators out there doing some wonderful programs, so just link onto that site and you'll get some sensational programs. So let's get started. Let's get started with our holiday safety. Our first tip is indoor lights are for inside, outdoor lights are for outside. Don't try not to reverse that. Next up, use UL tested lighting and artificial Christmas trees. UL stands for Underwriter Laboratories. That's going to be a better, safer product if you buy those. And when you're working with your lights, your Christmas lights, check for cracked sockets, frayed wires, and loose connections. Always check it out thoroughly. And remember, folks, when you're using extension cords, no more than three prongs into the outlet at a time. No more than three. Don't try not to overload it. Turn off the lights at bedtime, or if you're going away, maybe have a friend or a neighbor do the lights for you, but don't continually leave them on. And after the holidays, take them down. Even though California is a mild climate, the weather can deteriorate those products. So take them down because the house looks nicer without those lights all year round. And now let's shift to candles. When you're using candles, make sure they're not near the Christmas tree. If you have curtains, they're not near the curtains. And if you have you have your children or grandchildren playing around the house, make sure they can't reach those candles. And make sure at night you blow those candles out. So, and next up, when we talk about evergreens, wrapping paper, or evergreens or wrapping paper, don't have those near the heat source. And their heat source would be your fireplace, your heating ducts, or if you have an older home, radiator. So be careful with that. Another tip for you is artificial snow. The snow that you get in the can. That can really irritate. You got to be really careful with that. Maybe wear a mask if you're using it. That can really irritate your eyes and lungs. Be careful with that. Also, cotton snow and also spray snow, when they combine, that's a real fire hazard. That can really ignite really quickly. So be careful working with the two of those together. Another thing about wrapping paper, if you use a wood burning fireplace, don't throw the wrapping paper in there because that'll send out toxic fumes. So be really careful with that. And our next one, also another important tip is now with Christmas time, you might have more extension cords, more wires around. So make sure you really stick them to the side of the road. You don't want a tripping hazard there, especially if you're walking around at night, going to the bathroom. You want to make sure those wires are against the wall. And also, a lot of times when we're putting up decorations, we use a step stool or a ladder. That should always be a two-person job, at least a two-person job. You always want to spot it, because if you slip, somebody's there to catch you, someone's there to break your fall. And if you don't feel up to that, you feel, I don't know if I want to get on the ladder, I don't know if I want to get on the step stool, don't do it. If you have your children, your grandchildren, or if you got a handy neighbor, let them help you out. Okay. And our final tip for the day is don't use nails or staples when putting up your Christmas lights, because if the nails or staples puncture the outer cases of the lights, that could cause a severe shock. It can also be a fire hazard. So be really careful with that. Maybe use clips, hooks, or electrical tape. That'd be a better way to go. Again, folks, we want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. And remember, stay safe, stay strong, be happy. Happy holidays to you and your family.